what you've got here. So why don't you just ruminate whilst I illuminate the possibilities? Well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves.
Hey guys, before we start the episode, I just want to say shout out to our sponsors, Rain Capital. If you're looking to buy your first home or you're looking to refinance your current existing one, make sure to give them a call. There's a link down below. Let them know you came from the podcast. Now let's get to it.
Welcome back to the Curious Canvas. We are your hosts, Jem and PK. You pretty much can call this season 3. It's been a while, since we've done this properly. In saying that, though, we are filming at Bella Vista Hotel, home of great wine, great old fashions, great. Just a little good to say, yeah.
No, it is good. Shout out Bella Vista Hotel.
We got to shout it out. Good music. And this is, it's been a minute since we've actually been here. So
maybe 2 years, I reckon.
We started this podcast
Here,
3 years ago here.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's crazy on how much has changed. Well, more for you because, you're getting married soon.
Maybe 4 years.
No, wow.
End of mid 2020. Yeah.
No. When did we start running?
Pandemic.
Yeah. Wow. That's a long time ago. But today, what we're going to be talking about today is the new Wonka movie. Came out a couple months ago. We all watched it together actually.
Yeah, there was about 5-6 of us.
Yeah. Shout out for you because you actually got the tickets, so I appreciate that.
Shout out to the complimentary of the company.
It's a good company. I actually pretty like the movie. So who's starring in this movie? It is pretty much not pretty much. Give me 1 second. Let me just bring this up. I messed it up.
Timothy Chalamet.
Michael Key. Not Michael Key Peel.
What's the guy from
Keegan Michael P. Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, I like. You know what? It's crazy. So
he had funny one-liners.
He did. And you know what? He's actually been having a run in that comedic role. If you actually remember, did you ever watch The Gentleman? You never watched it? It's a gangster movie. It's in the UK.
No.
Reminds me of my past life. But okay. Well, anyway, so Hugh Grant's been having pretty much kind of a little bit of a run in his later years, and he's been going through a comedic run. Yes, we are talking about now Wonka as a whole, though, but it is the third Wonka movie, right?
Yep.
Now, every movie has been rebooted. This movie is kind of so first it was Gene Wilder, the original OG one.
Was right? Gene Wilder the producer?
No, he's the actor. He was the actor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Then there was Johnny Depp, that
was good.
Yeah, directed by Tim Burton. Yeah. Then now it's Wonka by Timothy Chalamet. Yeah. 3 pretty great movies when you really think about all of them. You watched the original, right?
Yeah. When we were in primary school, high school, yeah.
And these 3 movies have always. It's crazy that there's no sequel or anything. This one they kind of
prequel.
This one they prequeled it, but it's also kind of a soft reboot a little bit too, because it's completely different compared to the other 2. So when you look at the other ones, right? Gene Wilder's one version of it, kind of a little bit sadistic, a little bit. If you remember that boat scene, bro, with Gene Wilder, kind of scary as a kid. I don't know about you, but that was kind of scary. Johnny Depp, a little bit weird. Dark and weird. I mean, that's
very Johnny Depp.
Yeah, very Johnny Depp, very Tim Burton. That's a classic duo. But this one, it felt like, and you know what? Timothy Chalamet, I've seen him in a couple of other movies. Dune, he's amazing with. When he was casted as Wonka, I could not picture it. And I had nothing but bad things to say about him till I saw the movie. I'm like, he actually grounded Wonka. And love that. What were you expecting with the movie when you first heard about it?
I had no expectations at all.
No expectations?
I also thought it was it's after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and everything.
Oh, you thought?
I didn't think it was a story about the before him.
So I saw the trailer, did not know it was a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I've seen the musical.
It was actually a musical, like an actual.
Yeah,
musical?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No, but it's actually a musical.
Yeah, musical.
Like as in like in Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway, or I seen it here in the city.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but as in like yes, I mean, it was. You probably saw it in Broadway, right?
No, I didn't see it in Broadway. I saw it in Capitol Theatre
Yeah, it's in Broadway.
with some friends.
I wasn't invited to that.
Sorry, former friends.
Yeah, I wasn't invited to that. That's yeah. Thanks for that, bro. Would have probably liked seeing it, like, wow, two versions of it.
I don't know. I invite you to things and you don't rock up.
Oh, well, I can't remember the last time you have. Man, in any case, though.
How about this podcast?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So, movie-wise, what were you expecting? You said you had no expectations, but when you were watching it, were you kind of surprised about the musical
No, it was
elements?
cool. It was fun. Seeing the story, but I did expect a bit more of his background story because they didn't go from when he was a child. How did he get to that point? It was just he was already an adult with a dream. What about what sparked it when he was a kid?
Well, his mom. They kind of explained that. His mom. His mom. I'm like, yeah, you were right. You were right there with me. Yeah. So his mom, like obviously, as we do Curious Canvas, we do spoilers. That's what it is. With the review, obviously, but with Wonka, right? As a kid, his mom made chocolate for him all the time, the best chocolate in the world, and then she passed away. I forgot how she passed away though. But then he had big dreams of coming to, America? They don't really state which area it is from, I guess America, UK, whichever one. And he gets here, big dreams of like opening his own shop, does his own side hustle thing on the streets, and then he gets like pretty much cheated, and then he just locked away in a hotel. Movie, I don't know. Like, so the music, when I first watched it, I wasn't expecting. So the first song we heard was, I think, "Hat Full of Dreams," right? It wasn't bad. Timothy was a good singer. I feel like the energy he was giving, it was just grounding. I just didn't expect that. I really thought I would not like him because
He's good, eh?
Yeah, he was so good. I think because like when I watched him in Dune. Even though Dune, everyone's saying it's a classic and everything, I've just never.
I haven't watched it yet, so
Okay.
I need to get to watch it.
Apparently it's
because June 2 is coming
Yeah,
out.
apparently it's a classic. But I didn't really expect him to be grounding the character because we've seen so many animated versions of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you expect him? Did you expect more, like something wild or something? Because you've seen Johnny Depp and you've seen like Gene Hackman.
Yeah,
Wilder.
Johnny Depp was quite dark. The other guy was quite funny.
Yeah,
But
they're animated. That's the one thing you can.
are they animated?
As in like they're very animated. Like animated.
they're very
yeah.
animated. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know what to expect. But he played a really cool role. He made it his own way.
Yeah. What's your favorite? What was your favorite part of the movie?
I'm not sure.
It has been a while since we watched it. and we've had a couple of wines
You've got
before
me.
this.
Nah, I'm trying to think. What was a funny time? What was a? Give me some scenes.
Okay. Keegan Michael Key, right?
I like the end.
You like the end?
Yeah.
What happened at the end?
He goes to see. Or she does. She goes to see her mum. The girl.
Yeah.
The little girl.
That was very hot. Yeah, it was very heartfelt. So like
Yeah.
the girl, in the he was the Wonka met her at the hotel room. She's been there for like she was left there since she was a baby. Yeah. Didn't know her parents or anything like that. Then pretty much like Wonka took her under her wing.
Yeah.
And
she hadn't known her mom. She hadn't seen her mom since she was a kid. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, he loved me.
It's a very dramatic scene.
Yeah.
Very-
And then she suddenly sees her at the front porch.
Isn't that weird that like how did they find her?
Huh?
How did they find her? It's not like this day now.
He's Wonka.
Yeah, I know.
And then he starts singing the song.
The Hat Full of Dreams?
Yeah.
At the end?
No. What's
it-
his main song?
Oh,
That's in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
There was no songs.
There is.
Yeah, no, there wasn't any musicals.
there wasn't.
There wasn't any musicals like in the original ones.
There was.
There wasn't. Well,
I've heard that exact same song before.
There's only one song. I'm sorry.
What?
No. Oompa doo. By the way, that's literally like Jem has a version of that whenever I'm.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Pure imagination. That's in the movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, see? He plays it right at the end.
Yeah, she got me. Damn it.
Imagination.
That's a good song though. It was a good song. I was gonna say like with Oompa.
1971. How many years is that? Quick maths.
That's
Mr. Bank?
60 years.
Huh?
60 years.
60.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, it's over 60.
Huh?
A bit over 60.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
How long do you think?
1971. Quick maths.
1971.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's six. That's 60.
What's the exact years?
I'll say 64 years. no, 60. Wait, 63 years? Wait, 71. So wait, there's 30 plus 30.
53.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is kind of. You worked at a bank too, by the way, guys. Just want to FYI that. Mixing,
You working for a bank?
Huh?
You work for a bank?
A bank.
One of the big fours?
That's a big.
What do you do there?
Huh?
What do you do there?
Save people's money.
You save people's money.
I do save.
Tell us one of the biggest saves that you've ever done for one of your customers.
Me? What's the biggest save? I guess it'd be like, I don't know, 1.5 mil.
But like,
So
break it down. What happened?
that customer called up a certain person to a certain person asked if we could
Who was a certain person?
their money. They had a home loan. Why are we talking about this? But
What do you
okay,
mean?
okay. So their money, right? They called up straight away. Their money got intercepted with an email hack. They called up, and they needed their internet. They needed their net bank. They needed their not bank. They needed their account locked. The person that the money was going to, because it was intercepted. I found that. They told me like, oh, what do you think about this? I stopped the account, and it was on the news. 1.5 mil.
Did you get an award?
No, I didn't. They gave me like a good job. It's it was great. Back to the movie. Back to the movie. All right. With the movies then? Out of the three, your memory's great. By the way, which was your favorite movie?
The nostalgia of the first one.
Why?
The characters are a bit more involved. I remember seeing, what's her name, that takes the thing and then she blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. The girl.
Augustus? No.
That's the guy. He died when he was trying to eat all the chocolate.
It was just more.
You kind of
There was a
Augustus
lot
back in younger, eh?
more essence. Yeah, I was. There was a lot more essence in that first one. The second one, I don't even remember it. It's not memorable to me. I remember it was dark. Johnny Depp had his own twist on it. Other than that, I don't really remember it. But there were so many scenes in the first one.
No, you're not wrong. Like, I've seen...
Like theatrical classic scenes that people remember. You know, even just being in the house with his auntie and uncles. Yeah, or Aunt Joe, Uncle Joe and that.
Yeah.
Those are classic scenes inside the house.
Do you feel like they took advantage of Charlie? Just like this is gonna be a straight out like 'cause there's a mini theory about this that their what was it, grandpa? Yeah, their grandpa? No, not grandpa. Grandpa or uncles? Uncle took advantage of Charlie. It's because
He got the golden ticket.
he got the golden ticket. Before then, they were bedridden.
That's why it was fun, those ones, because the golden ticket, that's like
it's
winning
cool.
the lotto kind of thing.
Yeah,
that adrenaline rush. And then Wonka was more just that life story part.
Yeah.
And
But do you think the uncle took advantage of Charlie? Because before that, he was bedridden,
And then he
couldn't
got
get
up.
outside. And then like, oh, you got a golden ticket? Let me get up now. All of a sudden, his legs worked. He's ready to run and jump and everything like that. Left his wife and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, this just doesn't sound right.
opportunist, eh?
Yeah, facts.
Opportunistic. What a dickhead.
No, do you know the moral of that story, by the way?
Which one?
Pretty much, it's all three of them, but two of them, they've like pinpointed this. It's greed. So all of those movies, Charlie, the only thing that, so Charlie technically was part of greed as well.
Yeah.
Everyone had a version of greed though. So, Augustov that you just told me, Augustov was hungry. Oh, he just grabbed more chocolate out of that thing, went out of the water fountain. They told him not to.
You know what I also loved about Wonka was when he opened up his chocolate factory at the start. He was like, "This is gonna be the greatest idea ever. This is everything I've worked for."
The first one?
No, Wonka, the movie.
That was the end.
What we're talking about.
That was the end. That was the end.
No, when he everything I've ever worked for, it's finally here. Let's open the doors to everyone, and then the public comes in. Right?
Oh.
So the public comes in, and then there was all this chaos. It went to hell.
Oh yeah.
It went to shits.
That was in the middle.
Huh? Yeah, and it was such a metaphor of life. You know, sometimes you're like, yeah, I've finally done I'm doing what I want to do. I've got to a point where I'm about to open my store. I'm about to open this business, whatever. And then it goes absolutely wrong. It goes the worst. But he didn't give up.
No, he didn't.
Because it's his dream. It's part of the process. You got to learn these lessons.
Yeah.
Because there was an ingredient that just made them all burst or like.
Yeah. They not the. I'm gonna say.
You know what? That's my favorite part then.
It is. You know what? It's a good part.
Yeah, I just thought of it.
The Illuminati, or their version of the Illuminati. They took control of pretty much the law and order there, and they got Keegan Michael Key, who's the sheriff, to intercept the chocolate and like spoil the ingredients.
Yeah.
Great movie. I love Keegan Michael Key. He was so good in that movie.
Hugh Grant was funny.
He was. You know, like he's the sheriff though. He got getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I think my two favorite songs of the movie got to be Keegan Michael Key when he sang with the Illuminati guys. It's not Illuminati. I'm just gonna call them Illuminati though. Okay. And Hats Full of Dreams, which is the first one, just because of like he came to America with dreams, with just wanting to build or wanting to open a shop, just a simple shop, just to express all of his dreams, everything that his family installed in him too. Yeah, love that. But Keegan Michael Key just was hilarious with the whole film. It was so back to Hugh Grant though. Hugh Grant was a great Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Just because when you look at the other Oompa Loompas, it was never like a main. Yeah. But this was the main.
Yeah. No, it was good. But you know what? The classic, the 1971, there's so many scenes. Classic. Even the characters really shined. Veruca Salt. Yeah. You know, just little things like that. They really shined when Wonka was more just him. Timothy Chalamet. And the girl.
Yeah, she really
was
good. Yeah, she was so good.
She was good.
I kind of wanted more of a better Oompa Loompa.
Was she an orphan? No, it was her mum. Yeah.
No, she was an orphan though. Yeah. I kind of wanted a better Oompa Loompa song though. If I got to be honest with you.
But it was good.
Yeah, it was great. Do you ever feel like you could be an Oompa Loompa with just with the roasting you could do? I'm just saying. I just feel like throughout my life, whenever like I know something happens with the next or something, you just in the background just like Oompa Loompa Loompa dee doo. Should have been with that girl. I don't know, like that. A little bit.
Nah.
No,
not an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, we're the same height, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a great film. Was there out of 5? What would you give it?
I'll give it a 3.5.
Damn it, I was gonna go for that.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what it felt like.
It felt like that because
like it was fun and entertaining and a great watch.
Yeah. I like the musical essence in it. It wasn't bad or anything like that. I thought Timothy did definitely ground the character more. I think the only thing that I would that it was a bit sad with it was, yes, it feels like a soft reboot and a prequel, because it wasn't a direct prequel to any of the two older films. That just didn't make sense to me. It still doesn't really make sense to me. Like, the other two were big in some type of way. Yeah. The Wilder one was crazy. The Tim Burton directed film, you know, that was big at the time. Yeah. This one, I get why they're rebooting it, making it a prequel. It just kind of feels like it's not. You
need a story behind.
Yeah, I just feel like unless Timothy later on becomes Wonka later on in a future sequel, which would make a lot of sense. Yeah, then I can get it, especially
because there's parts between the prequel to the 1971 version that we also need to see.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like Timothy could definitely smash it out if as an older version of Wonka.
Yeah, true.
If it does happen, but, you know, time will tell. Speaking of time, though, so your favorite scene was when
he starts
the shop, the shop,
and then he gets tough.
Yeah, my favorite scene's got to be seeing Keegan Michael Key just get fatter throughout the scenes. Also, a fucking amazing part was seeing Mr. Bean.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Bean was just
Mr. Bean.
He is legendary.
Yeah,
you know. I'd give it a 3.5 too.
Yeah, that's mad.
Speaking about time though, did you know it's been 20 years? And I say this because I'm a hip hop dancer, as you know, one of the best dancers you probably know of, right? 20 years since You Got Served.
It's crazy, huh?
2004. 2004 at
I remember being 2004. I would have been in year 6, and I watched it on VHS off one of the boys that I grew up with, and we watched it in his house, and it's a classic.
It is a classic.
I was looking at things on the internet today, and it was getting 1 star on IMDb, and it was getting like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, the acting was horrible.
It was, but it was that time when we were in school and we were kids, and you know, Marion just came out. The girl Claire from My Wife and Kids, she was in it.
Megan Good,
And I don't know if it's the same with you, but like African American movies in the 2000s were
they
something
slapped.
else. Yeah, they were
slapped.
something else. You know, like they were fun to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know, not many classic ones these days since Think Like a Man or something. But like back in the day, they were fun, and that was a classic because breakdancing was such a
a big thing.
The music, the hip hop, culture.
It made
Allen Iverson.
It made sea walking a thing too.
Cornrows, yeah. I got a sea walk. Do you?
Of course I got to see walk.
Right,
I can't do it here because you only see the top part and everything. It'd ruin the whole.
Get up on the table and do it.
So like that was starring Marcus Houston, R&B singer, obviously. Omarion of B2K. B2K is the whole.
Oh yeah, so B2K back then
was like B2K was like One Direction. What's that Korean band right now that's like popping? Damn, I don't know it, but like it's that Korean band. You know, you guys know it. Yeah. Anyway, B2K was like one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
The whole movie was great. The ending was just crazy with that dance scene. If you guys haven't seen it, please, I recommend you guys to watch it. Do you have a favorite dance movie?
Honey.
Oh yeah. Of course you do, cause like Jessica Alba, yeah. Alba like
well, what's another dance movie?
Stomp the Yard.
Bring It On.
No, that's cheerleading movie.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
I'm just trying to think.
Obviously, the Step Up.
Honey, Step Up. Don't really remember it. So it's this. You Got Served. The music on You Got Served, the classics. You know, Joe Budden music.
Pump it up, pump it up. That was great. That was amazing. Yeah. Do you know why B2K broke up?
Huh?
Do you know why B2K broke up?
No, I don't know. Why?
No, they this I don't know if it happened between that time frame, but I think one of the B2K members after Amarion broke up with his missus, he's one of the B2K members started dating her.
Yeah, some shit you do.
This is just a thing. Like, I don't know. That's just weird.
Did you hear what I said?
Huh?
I said some shit you do.
Nah, I'll do that. Hell no. I'll never do that. I mean, like,
Why do some guys do that, do you think? Like proper friends, good mates.
I think they're thinking with a dick. Literally, that's the only way I can think of that. I don't get it. I think there's some people that literally, there's a million fish in the sea. As much as that's old school, there's a million fish in the sea. Why would you go for the one fish that I've been with? You know, we talked about this before, but like, imagine if like I'm dating someone that you've like, you know, like you've been with. It's just like, it just, you'd look at me just like, why?
Yeah.
And not just that, it ends friendships. It makes things weird. There are some people though that are okay with it. I'm personally not. If I'm dated someone, not I mean having sex with, I mean like if I've dated someone and one of my close friends date them, I'm like, why? It just never made sense to me because
Me too.
it's and the one thing is though, yes, it's weird because there are a million fish in the sea. But the second part is it's ego as well. I got a lot of ego with me. For me, it's just like,
You know, you should really. You just turned an age. You should really take care of your ego.
I should. I feel like definitely with age, any age, the more you get older, you should check it at the door. But I do feel like there are some things it's really hard to let go. That is one of them. Because if I've dated someone for so long, I'm looking at it as loyalty, but I'm also looking at it as my own ego as well, because I could be with somebody else. I think it'd still bother me, which shouldn't. If I'm with somebody else.
If I'm with someone else and that's happening, I wouldn't.
All right, question here, because you're about to get married. If it was one of your exes and I started dating them, would that bother you?
I'd be like, you're a weed cunt.
Would you still be my friend though?
You're a weed cunt.
But would you still be my friend though?
Probably not.
Why?
Because you're a weed cunt.
But you've moved on. Obviously.
I have moved on.
Yeah.
I have moved on. But most of the time, say it's an ex, I'm just trying to, my exes.
Yeah, we're just going through it. Yeah.
Let's say my exes.
Yeah, we're just using an example. Yeah.
I don't like that person. Or not that I don't like them. There's like, it's.
You guys broke up for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. She's.
Yeah, whatever.
Like it's bad. Whatever happened, she did. Like it was bad, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel she's.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
Say like I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying like she disrespected me or like it was bad. And then you go and like, oh yeah, no, everything's sweet with everything's sweet. So let me get with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's disloyalty. I look at it.
Yeah, it's the loyalty.
I don't think so much with
and
you.
And it's not even an ego thing. It's just like if someone did me dirty, even if it was a guy, like one of the boys, and they did me dirty, and you're my mate, proper, we hang out like this all the time. You come to my place, we eat, blah blah blah. We're proper friends, but you're still hanging out with that guy that did me dirty. I'd be like, you're a weed cunt.
No, I disagree with that. So with the girl thing, I agree with it. With the friend thing, yes and no. It depends on.
No way, because if it happened to you and you were like, bruh, this guy did me dirty. This guy did me dirty. He did this, blah blah blah.
I think
I'm the most. You know what? Fuck that guy.
I think it depends on the. I think
because that's how I roll.
But
that's how I am.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate with this. It depends what that person did to you. If that person just said like F Gem because I just don't like his vibe, I personally don't think nothing's wrong with that. I'll definitely, don't get me wrong, I'll defend that, and I will definitely say that I don't I don't see the same thing. But if they said something that was completely outlandish, that's different. But if it's something that like I can't understand because of vibes are interpreted in so many different ways, I don't think anything's wrong with that.
This is telling.
It's a very
this is telling.
Very personal outcome.
Because it's
podcast.
like, when if someone told me they got an issue with this guy because they did them dirty, I would 100% back them and go, you know what? Like, I wouldn't go to that person and be like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. I would have in the back of my head and go, sweet, I'm not going to make effort. I'm not going to be cool with this guy. I'm just going to go here because my mate told me already that this cunt did something to him.
I think it depends on what.
It doesn't. I'm just saying.
As an example, yeah.
I'm just saying, if someone told me, bro, this guy did this, blah blah blah, I'm off him, this that. I always have in the back of my head, sweet, you know, one of my good friends. We barely, yeah. He's a mate, whatever. I'll go this way.
What happens if it was like an energy of let's say I don't talk to this person anymore. I'm gonna use me now. I don't talk to this person, right? We didn't end on a bad note, but we just didn't see each other anymore. We used to be super tight. We just don't see each other anymore, right? For whatever reason, that person took it the wrong way. I might be having my own stuff going on. I might be like focusing on goals that right now I just need to go for myself, right? If that person was like to you, just like, yo, I invite him out to certain things. He doesn't want to come though. What's wrong with him?
That's nothing.
But he doesn't know. Like I think it's more, I've always asked him out. He says no.
That's nothing.
What would you judge that in any type of way though? Because I definitely do think I had this conversation with one of our mates, Elton, right? This conversation was after a certain age, friendship does come in two ways, right? I do have friends that I talk to. I'm very close to them still, but I am the type of person that would call them up, right? That's because that's the type of, like, that's how we keep the thing rolling and everything. But after a certain point and certain age, though, it's got to be two ways. So I agree with that and don't agree with that. Do you?
Of course. Like, of course you'd like two ways or whatever you say.
But sometimes it's not always like that, though.
That's fair. Some people work on their own things, but like, did that person do anything to you?
No.
Like,
no.
has that person, whatever that is, has that person been good to you whenever you're together?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's cool. No, I wouldn't have an opinion with that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Like, that person's good to you. They haven't done you wrong in any way.
Mm. And
the two-way street, yeah, that person's probably doing something for themselves, and they're so busy. We're at an age where we understand our time is finite, and we're working on so many things and trying to get to different places. We have, when you're at an age, there's so many things that are happening in our life that we've got to deal with. That, oh yeah, he doesn't reach out. That's like girl stuff, like that's girls think like that. Girls talk like that.
Mm.
Girls are like, oh, that person doesn't give me any energy. That person they never try with me anymore. So, that's why I'm off them.
Would you think they go down a level, or would you think they go down a level?
No, because if you know a person and their character are solid, they have helped you in so many ways in their life. They've been there for you at worst times. They've been there, but this person's not dodging you. They're not doing this. They're working on things. You know that they're busy. How could you ever fault a person like that?
I love that.
It's true because it's like they are rock solid when it comes to
game time.
Yeah, when there's something that's going on, if you're out in the street and there was a fight, that guy would be there. Mm-hmm. If you're at the worst, something's happened in your life at the worst, and someone has told them, or you've mentioned like something's happened in my life, blah blah blah. That person is there for you. They're solid. But like to reach out and do that's girl stuff, bro. Like girls get upset at shit like that.
No, that's good. I like that. Yeah. I like that. While we're all bringing up all this nostalgia and a little like this personal stuff, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swipe left on this though. Have you seen Have you seen The Rock Return?
Yeah, I've been watching. It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
It was very unexpected, but we needed it. because he always comes back and everyone's there for the nostalgia. Everyone's there for The Rock. Yeah, he's back, blah, blah, blah. But then we never thought, I forgot about that.
That
I forgot
Heel
about
Rock is
that.
back, by the way. Heel Rock is back. And I know you talked about this on Start Somewhere, but damn, him being the head, like literally, like not as a worker or anything. He's literally the head of the table.
He makes Roman Reigns look like just another guy, and Roman Reigns is the guy.
Yeah.
When he's not there, he makes him look like it's like, I don't know, Kobe, and then just some guy.
I don't think. I don't know. You would know more about this in basketball terms, but like The Rock coming back, especially because he's the head of the board, and then coming.
It'd be like Michael Jordan coming back, and making LeBron look like just the guy.
That's a great example. It's just
because LeBron's been the guy for so long, and then Michael Jordan comes and everyone's like, oh yeah, like that's power.
That's the GOAT.
Yeah, that power and the GOAT, or whatever you want to call it, that's the guy.
I love that energy though. Again, 20 years, by the way. 20 years. Heel Rock was like 2003.
What's the last time?
That was it.
What was happening?
2003. Ever since then, he's comes back as a baby.
But what was happening in that time, like when he was a heel?
This is when so just for the Attitude Era, pretty much. Not the Attitude Era. Ruthless Aggression Era. Brock Lesnar comes back. Right? Brock Lesnar is rising. Brock Lesnar is rising as a superstar.
Yeah.
When The Rock was kind of going back and forth with movies, he faces Brock Lesnar, and everyone's booing The Rock. Everyone. And then he loses the title to Brock Lesnar, right? When he comes back, because he does another movie, I think it was Walking Tall at the time, comes back, and then everyone's booing him again. And he's just like, if you smell, and everyone starts chanting the same thing. And he's just like, no, sing along with The Rock is over. And he just starts dropping the most heelish promos out. And it was just great to see him in that light again. Seeing him in this light now, never in my life I would have expected The Rock to do this now, because I feel like he has so much to lose. Like he was on SmackDown and he was literally like, all of you inbred people, I'll smack the herpes out of your face. And because like he's a CEO, he's literally a boss. Yeah. Did not expect him to be on that level to literally say...
he was going in. When he went to Utah, he was coming out with all the stereotypes.
Yeah. I mean...
And he was going in.
It was going that way, though, because... So Cody Rhodes, last WrestleMania, he lost to Roman Reigns. This WrestleMania, everyone pictured him finally finishing his story. Yeah. Winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the WrestleMania. This time around, though, it wasn't like that. The Rock came back. I think people thought that maybe The Rock will have the spot, and everyone just turned against him. The Rock was very smart to like, okay, I'm going to feed into that. Yeah. And it's just crazy.
I reckon because he's the CEO and he has a lot of say in the direction of what's going on, and he could feel the energy that he would listen to the whole Cody stuff, and he would have went at the back instead of them, because they weren't eating up that he was back. It was more, they want Cody, blah blah blah. They want this whole thing. You know what? Let's fucking feed this thing. Let's go this way. He would have said something like, let's go this way. They wouldn't have mapped it out that this was the plan the whole way along. They were just going with what was going on in the crowd.
Do you reckon it'll be a triple threat? Or do you reckon it'll just be like, someone actually said like...
No, there's going to be something. So you're asking what's going to happen, right? What's the guy that was in the Shield with him?
Seth Rollins. They're thinking like they might be a tag team.
Yeah, but the tag team is just not...
It's not as like... You need you need something on the line. You need a title on the line.
Yeah.
And...
It won't be a triple... How can it be a triple threat if it's The Rock and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes? Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing...
Or it could be The Rock... it could be Roman Reigns versus someone, versus Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah.
And The Rock's the manager, and then Old Mate's the man...
that could happen.
Kind of watching him, and then there's like betrayal or something going on there.
That could happen. That sounds that's very predictable. Speaking of 20 years again, did you watch the Super Bowl halftime?
Yeah,
How'd you like it?
it was really good.
Really good.
Yeah,
Would
the
it be-
audio was a bit off, but that's what happens when you got to prepare stuff within the 15 minutes of halftime.
Would it be in your top 3 halftime shows?
I don't know, come to memory, the one with Snoop Dogg and Dre was cool.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Usher.
Yeah. No, not Rihanna. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm a massive fan. Like, no. So Usher, I am. Usher, I love.
Yeah,
8701.
but you gotta everyone. It's all. What's the word? It's all
Opinionated. Not
Yeah,
opinionated, but
It's like. It's all up to. What's the word?
I know the word you're thinking about.
It's all objective.
Objective, yeah.
It's all objective. Especially Usher is. It's not that it's nostalgic, but he was the first album I ever bought, 8701, and then when we watched him at R&B Fridays, he's you know what Usher is? Michael Jackson, who is his idol, in the 90s, 80s, 90s. Michael Jordan, 80s, 90s.
Mm.
Who came in the 2000s? Or came out, in the 90s and then was the GOAT in the 2000s? Kobe Bryant.
Mm.
So Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Usher. Same thing.
What's the next one? Would you say LeBron, Chris Brown?
Well, no, LeBron and Chris Brown don't go together. But yes, LeBron is...
It's got to be the next phase or something.
Yeah, but R&B wise, but it's not. You can't compare. You can't put LeBron and Chris Brown like that. It's something else. Chris Brown is the next one, but I wouldn't say he's LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah. Chris Brown. Yeah, it's definitely Chris Brown, but I don't know who you would compare him to in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm the worst person to think about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. That's one question I'm going to ask because I need to ask this question. The Alicia Keys thing, do you think that was weird or?
I don't know. Everyone made such a big deal out of it, but it's a show. It's
That's
a
what
halftime show. It's entertainment. And if you go back to the video clip of My Boo, that's what they were doing. So it's, of course they're going to do that. It's My Boo.
I didn't think that.
It started when we were younger, you were mine. This is what we're going to do.
Mm.
My Boo from when we were young. And when we, it was crazy because My Boo in the 20 years ago, they show when they were kids. But if you go 20 years now, no one, you would have never thought that 20 years from now, they're performing at the halftime show and they have a song where they bring back that You Were My First Love.
Mm.
And now you can actually go back to 20 years ago when they were young, 20 years, because that's when real love happens.
Mm.
And now they're doing, You Were My Boo. Back we were teens, we were early 20s. Because before they were doing when we were kids. That's not My Boo. When we were younger, You Were Mine. When we were kids. No, it was when we were in our 20s. Now they're in their 40s and they're looking back, and it's yeah, that's crazy. 20s. That's it. And I've always wanted Usher and Alicia Keys to be together.
As a couple?
If they ever brought up, mind you, he just got married. But if they if there was a thing on TMZ that said
and she's been married since for 10 years now.
They got kids and everything. But if they said Usher and Alicia Keys are now together, they've left their partners, I'd be all for it. Because I've always wanted them. I've always thought of them to be together.
Okay, that's your favorite kind of a dream, dream celebrity couple.
Kinda, yeah. My Boo. What was your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
No, I liked it.
Halftime show.
No, I liked it. I mean, shit. You already knew, was gonna be the final closing. I saw you post what do you think the first song was gonna be? I literally thought it was gonna be U-Turn. Just because of
there was no U-turn.
I'm so surprised.
The whole crowd would have been doing it.
Yeah, it was so I didn't mind it. It just wasn't. They were bops for me, for bops for everyone else though. I don't know. But are you loving that like every Super Bowl is kind of like fitting into like it's not like the new generation. It's kind of like they're bringing back the old generation. It's cool that they're doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of the last three, it's like
It's just crazy that we're calling Usher old school, old generation because they were our guys when we were. Yeah. It's like when people used to say Jodeci's old school, and you're like, yeah, Jodeci's old school.
yeah.
Boys and Men, yeah, they're old school. But then Usher, old school, it's crazy.
It's like when you think about like
now they're calling Chris Brown old school, and you're like, what are you talking about?
I mean, like he's getting there though. He's getting there. Like he's had the classics. I mean, he's still going, and he's still kind of
for 20 plus years.
Yeah, I feel like anyone's been in the game for over 15. That's got to be a game changer where it's like, okay, you're kind of moving on to the, not old school, but like you're in the legends kind of category.
For sure, yeah. He is a legend. Breezy should do a halftime show, but they'll never let him. Especially with Jay-Z being a director or part of the NFL.
I'm calling it next year. I reckon it's going to be Lil Wayne.
Well, he's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans.
They won't just have Lil Wayne on his own.
They'll have other people, but he's such a he's big.
New Orleans, but think of the market and the crowd, and you're just gonna have Lil Wayne play. It's not happening.
Maybe. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna keep this up. That's the Curious Canvas, 2024, first episode in, and we're gonna smash it. I tried doing a fist pump. You guys didn't see that though. Anyways, loving it. I don't know why I said loving it. Yeah, I couldn't do this. Yeah, it's cut.
Make sure to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. Thank you.
Master, I don't think you quite realize what you've got here. So why don't you just